everybody, welcome back to Jamia's Promo, and today I wanted to share something really cool and special with you. And you might notice the camera in the front is a little bit darker, and that's because I changed the ISO for a particular reason. So I'm sharing with you an LED backpack that is super comfortable, it's spacious. I personally used it when I went to San Francisco for the Samsung Galaxy S20 event, and I'd have to say all eyes was on me. If you saw me anywhere in the area, or even if you didn't see me, you definitely saw this backpack. So this one is the Pix Backpack. You can see here that it actually is scrolling across my name there. So I was using it for self-marketing. If anybody took videos and pictures, which was a lot, even people were taking TikTok videos, uploading them, getting hundreds of thousands of views. I mean, even when I got a lot of eyes on me, if I didn't want it to only say, Jamia's Promo, I was able to put it towards the event of what we were doing. If anybody was wanting to give any type of comments, I can come through, put up whatever images I wanted to. And for everybody else, who was also standing in line, let's say maybe they were getting bored, we were actually playing the game of Tetris. So, letting this thing kind of show off, with the front-facing camera. I'm going to play it off of the off the TV here. You can see that you can just go through. It's actually pretty fun. This thing is very durable. It is also splash resistant. You can put a little bit of water on it if you need to. Now let's check out the game of Snake. So I am playing this off of the look off of my TV right over here. And so I don't know, hopefully this will go a little bit faster a little bit later on. You can actually see exactly where all the LEDs is given in whatever light that you have. So it's actually pretty easy to play this game. So I know for a fact I'm not going to hit the very edge or corner of the backpack and die. But when you play Tetris, one of the things is that sometimes if you don't see the very edge of the backpack, you might have missed a little spot when you are playing it. But you know what? This thing is still super cool. So here is the Snake game. I haven't really gone too high in this game just because usually I'm the one wearing the backpack and other people are playing the game. So I just basically give them my cell phone and then they play it. So just get one more little dot here. So yeah, it's actually really cool. This is your little gaming pad, your diagonals, your A as well as your B. Let's take a look at the other game too really fast, I guess. So you saw a little bit of Tetris, you saw a little bit of Snake. Now let's play a little bit of this like pixel breaker. So this is basically just like your regular blocks. All right, let's see. Oh. Okay, this is going really fast here. Here we go. There we go. Not bad, not bad. It's kind of like knocking teeth out, right? Oh no, I died. Okay, that's all right. So now that we are a little bit brighter, let me show you around the backpack, all the compartments, and some of the things that you can place in there at the exact same time. And then I will go off and show you the application on how you're able to set all this stuff up. So first off, going to the back of the backpack. And I'll also give one thing that I wish that they can maybe change, and maybe it's a part of their design, but this right here is the little handle that I feel should be above actually where these straps are, because when I actually had my backpack completely full, this was kind of just rubbing the very top of my back and I was able to feel it. So this is the one thing I guess I'll mention at the beginning of the video that I wish Pix Backpack would change. Just place this right here, the little handle, actually above where your little backpack straps or shoulder straps are. Now this little zipper on the top, this thing is perfect if you have any thin laptops or computers. Also tablets, you can place this right inside of there. So when I went to San Francisco, I had my tablet sitting in here and I didn't feel it because of all of this cushion. Also with this little pocket on the bottom, this is where you can place in small things like debit cards, credit cards, all of your business cards. You can place this on the bottom. Really anything that's very, thin, something small. You can put some gum back there and you're not gonna feel anything at all. So this is kind of what you're able to do in the back of the backpack. And then towards the front, actually, before we open up this backpack, I do want to show you one of the design qualities and features of this is that when you do just set your backpack down, if you're skateboarding, you lay it down, maybe it's wet outside, this thing is not just going to slump over and fall over like any other backpack. I mean, no matter if it was full or empty, this thing just sits up, and that was one of the things I loved about it, especially if you're self-marketing with whatever is on the front LEDs, you lay it down, it's not going to fall over. So again, it is a little bit of spill and splash resistant, so if you're outside, if it's raining, you're not going to get the entire back or the front all wet. So even when I open it up a little bit, it's going to kind of just sit. So looking at what we have in the very back, so you have two different mesh compartments. So you have this one and this one. You also have this little clip that's right here. Don't know what the clip is for, but I was able to basically lay all of my cell phones and everything inside of here. And then when you switch it on over, this is basically gonna be the front right here. So this is that solid front area. You also have 2 more compartments on the bottom. And you can see here that this is all actually being ran with a little power bank. So this battery life on here, you don't charge the backpack, you don't do anything. All of the power comes from whatever you plug in, and it is the normal USB type A right here. You want it to have the output of 2 amperage. You don't want it to be too powerful to hurt the backpack. So 2 amps with the normal USB A, and the battery life is as long as whatever you place in there. So I think this one is a 10,000 milliamp battery pack. So this is gonna last me a long time. It actually just sits right there, which will also make this area open and available. This right here is gonna be for a water bottle area. You also have another zipper here, so if you want to put in anything smaller. So this is where I put in some of my chargers and a couple small things. The attachments I put on my laptop. You can put in a 15.6 inch laptop in here. It only says 15 on the internet, but I put in a 15.6, which is the one that I have right over here. This thing held my Nintendo Switch. It held a camera. It held my laptop, tablet, multiple cell phones, battery pack, all of my small little attachments. This thing is just super awesome. And also too, I don't know, you can kind of see it. It's actually just kind of, you know how it sits up on the bottom like this, where the very bottom itself is just all stood up, and the structural integrity of whatever is just built inside of here is fantastic. So now that you've seen a couple things of what the front of this backpack can do, I'm gonna show you some more stuff, but let me show you the application first. So you can kind of see, what you're working with the application. So the application that you use is just this one right here that is called Pix. You can download this for free on the Play Store and the App Store. The very first tab is your home. So this is your collection of anything you've created, you've saved, anything that you also got from this little market, which is the second tab. So this is where you have all of the images. So this is just gonna be a static, just its image by itself. So if there's any of these you would like to use, you'd be able to place it right over in your backpack. So if there's one that you would like to have, let's say that we go over into the Santa, you just hit on this little download, you can add it to your collection. And now that it's added to the collection, it's gonna be right back over inside of your little home area. And when you tap on that one, you just hit on upload to Pix, and then it switches it right over into the backpack. Now, if you don't want to go through and scroll, you can actually just hit on see all, and you can check out all of these here. You can also have different categories of top rated as well as newest. So there's a lot going on here. The backpack itself is capable of doing 16.5 million colors. So there's a lot of stuff you're able to do. These are cartoons. So these are actually ones that would move around and kind of have animation. So you have the road, you also have fire that would move, a little space rocket that moves around and also shoots bullets. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on here, and I'll show you what some of these look like on the backpack. You also have some widgets, so like a timer, stopwatch, the clock, and you also have this little rolling of the dice. So if you wanted to play a game and it involves dice, you can do it with that one. And then here's 3 games. You have Tetris, Snake, and then this also block game. This image right here in the middle, this just lets you know if you want your light to be on, if you want it to be off, and if you do a press and hold, you can change the brightness level. So if you go through and you don't want it to be as bright, you can turn it down. This is where you can draw your own project. So as you go through, whatever you draw is gonna pop up. You can also go through, you can delete some of these. So if there's a particular image you would like to draw, just switch it between the drawing and the eraser. And then that is where you can be able to change it. You can go back. You can also add more images. So if you want it to kind of move, that's how you're able to do multiple images as well. And then this very last one right over here is going to be if you want to check out all of your settings. So you can check out the latest firmware, if you need to update it, if you need to disconnect it, if you need to forget the backpack, turn on demo mode. You have everything that's right here inside of the menu. Now there is one more thing I do want to show you, and that's on the main page. And so we're back at the home. Now this plus button over here allows you to do 3 other things. You can also import GIFs. You can have it state text, which is what I did at the very beginning of the video, where it slated, Jimmy is promo as it was scrolling through. And you can also have a sequence. So if you wanted to show maybe 5, 6 different images, it's going to show all of these and kind of show it up, change it, show it up, change it, show it up. So you can shuffle between all these really cool things. How about we bring the backpack back up, and then let me show you just a couple of these things here. You can also see it, basically live, I guess. So if I was to show you right over here, let's say that you wanted to go with one of these images. So once we tap on an image, then you're gonna click on upload to backpack. as it is uploading, and it moves it right on over. So you can see that it's actually pretty quick. If you do have one that is brand new, it will take a little bit longer. So here's that Santa one. So you can see that it's loading a little bit longer, and then it uploaded. Now this one looks like it's just a regular image. It is not moving. So how about we move over, let's take a look at their market, and let's go into, let's actually go to the spaceship one. So this one, because it is one that actually moves, it will be loading just a little bit longer. But once it's there, it's actually pretty cool. So you can see that it is a battleship. It is moving, shooting, super, super cool. Again, as I mentioned from before, you are able to change the brightness level. So if you want to bring down the brightness a little bit, you can have it look like this. So I'm going to probably keep it because it looks pretty good on the camera there. Now, let's say that you wanted to check out one of the widgets. So here is a little countdown timer. So let's say that we wanted to put down a countdown timer for 1 minute. So now it's just gonna go like this. You can set it up like that. So if you are maybe running around the track, this is how you can set up your timer. You can view it from a pretty good distance without having to look down at a stopwatch or something like that. So it's actually really cool. You can basically just hit restart if you wanted to. Let's say if we go on back here, let me look at just a few more cartoons over here. So again, I'm looking at this app right here. Just, whoops, didn't mean looking at the app here, going through, looking at a few other things. I guess one that I'm going to choose is this one where it has like scrolling hearts. So we're going to go through, it's uploading the scrolling hearts. So this is just really cool. It's fun. It's a practical backpack that has a little bit of price behind it, but you can see that you can almost make it pay itself off if you're looking for attention, if you're at some type of big event, if you're at a conference and you want to have, you know, something being brought towards you. Now this was perfect for the event that I did with Samsung because there's a lot of press, a lot of blogs, a lot of cameras, and a lot of interested people with technology. This one was just super, super cool. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the Pix Backpack. You know, I will be using this backpack for quite some time, and it's amazing for travel because it is actually holding a lot of stuff. There's not a lot of backpacks that I have that can hold my laptop, tablet, multiple cell phones, camera, and a few other things, and also the small little pockets in the back for, you know, gum and business cards, things like that. And it's really close to your back to where no one's gonna, you know, open up a exposed zipper to steal anything. So if you've ever been in public, or if anybody has ever stolen anything from you, or if you're in school and you remember opening someone's zipper or something like that, so none of that is exposed because it's all just pressed against your back and you don't feel anything back there. I even forgot that I had my tablet in the back. I didn't use it for the trip, but it was because I forgot it was sitting back there, just because it is super comfortable. Now, I will be placing this link below the video inside the description, so if you are curious or interested in getting this backpack, you'd be able to just click that link and you can grab it. It is $260, but again, sometimes, you get what you pay for. You're getting comfort, style, spacious, and the ability to play games. But anyways, I hope you guys have liked this video. If you guys did, give this thing a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe on the very bottom left hand side. And if you like this video, then more than likely you'll also like this video. And I'll see you guys later.